Lynn.
This is a special report regarding Medicare coverage. 2/3 of Americans who qualify for Medicare may not be getting the benefits available to them. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan with $0 monthly premiums, $0 deductible, or no copays that includes extra benefits at no additional cost. Benefits like vision, dental, hearing, and prescription drug coverage. Plans may even include free eyeglasses, free gym memberships, free rides to medical appointments, and safety equipment like grab bars or shower seats. Many Medicare beneficiaries saved up to $1,200 or more on out-of-pocket costs when they switched. You may qualify to get up to $144 added back to your Social Security check every month. All plans offer expanded telehealth coverage, and some may include free delivery of prescriptions and drugstore items to your home.
Call our helpline at 800-408-8373. That's 800-408-8373. Call now. Less than 2 days into the investigation of 60-year-old Fiona Southwell's murder, Humberside police have a clear suspect. A 21-year-old stable hand named Daniel Edwards.
From their inquiries, police very quickly identified Daniel Edwards.
Am I right in saying this place was some sort of secret, evil Nazi science project?
Correct. Now it's happening again. The outbreaks we're encountering can be tracing back here. Find a way in, team.
Officers were let in by his father after running on the door. And Daniel was presenting himself.
No coming back from that. And interestingly, didn't ask him questions about why. Within his bedroom, we found clothing which, to the naked eye, had blood upon the hems of jeans. So, the clothing suit he was wearing, and certain forensic examinations of him were carried out. Since a crime officer noted that there was stain around his ankles, which seemed to be peculiar. And the swab of those ankles of Daniel Edwards obstruction here.
A presumptive positive test for blood.
If the blood matches Fiona's, they have been dead to rights.
The blood samples are sent to a crime lab for further testing. And while police wait for results, Daniel has some explaining to do.
Daniel Edwards was interviewed by an experienced homicide detective who was interviewing relative movements and to establish his account of events on the day of the murder of Fiona Southwell and the next day.
Daniel appeared to be willing to cooperate at first. He took them on the route that he said he'd taken, but he claimed that went nowhere near the abandoned railway track.
That's all he said, that he'd just gone and done his work and walked home again.
He didn't come across as a criminal mastermind to say the least, and when police started digging into his background, they found out why.
What in God's name were the Nazis doing here? What was Project End Station?
What I want to know is why are Omega Group so interested? Whatever they did here caused the other breaches was encountered. Why would they resurrect a fucking Nazi experiment? Let's get the power on.
Told him, I've said it times, and he said like he did, but I got the impression he didn't really.
After only 3 months, Daniel had been asked to leave.
He ended up back at home, but he was still clearly struggling to find a purpose in life.
It was not clear how Daniel Edwards appeared to be working with horses, but as time went past, he did develop.
Find out about him. In life.
Great agreement.
Cannabis now, to do things like hang around the local supermarket, to and was very well known personality.
It's not clear exactly what future limited horizons.
Daniel's family doesn't seem to have a very high opinion of him either.
He rarely walked, and just dumped his clothes in his bedroom every day for his stepmother to clean up.
According to her, the only thing Daniel seemed to care about was his job as a stable hand.
He had been quite upset at losing his job at Grange Farm, looking after those horses. And as the investigation progressed, it was clear that he clearly had a grudge around losing that job.
This wasn't the first job that Daniel Edwards had lost due to his past, and due to his learning difficulties, we found out that he had 6 or several jobs within that time frame.
And when investigators take a look at Daniel's criminal even more disturbing.
He'd been arrested for public drunkenness and assault, among other things, but stood out in the record.
We found out he had had decent exposure previously, so we wanted and that alerted me, was there a sexual element to the offence? Was it revenge?
Coming up, a series of discoveries breaks the case wide open.
The child vest was similar to those which had used as racks for cleaning.
This was clearly a premeditated attack. He had decided what was going to happen. There is no doubt at all.
That's a dimensional breach, like the others. That's what Project End Station was. A gateway to another dimension. But why? For what purpose?
That's for future historians to decide, Gray. Right now, we need to figure out why eventually we reactivated it. they go.
If I'm reading this right, I think our team just went through the portal. Well, that's a first.
I got a window for Chopper Exfil track team. Take it if we need to regroup.
Now police finally have the evidence they need, and there is more still to come.
The knife found along the railway track hadn't been tied back to Daniel yet, but that changed when investigators conducted a search of the back 70 miles where he worked.
We found missing from that house was a knife from later on identified as a murder weapon.
Neutralize the zombie.
Young children of the same age used as routes for training.
Investigators conduct a second interview with Daniel.
We start to confront him with evidence, including the CCTV, his actual movements.
For someone with such a low IQ, wow, he'd have always incriminated himself in his initial statement, but obviously that didn't stand up.
What he gave us was a whole lot of truth with a little bit of lie. And that is traditionally what people do. They give truth areas where we can go and find his movements and timing was true. But the bit he wasn't truthful about was that on his way home, he went to go to farm. He stabbed through himself right to death, and then he left via the disused railway track all the way back into Hornsey. And he obviously failed to mention that part too.
However, the police are hoping for a confession. They're sorely disappointed.
Unidentified life form nearby. Bloody hell. Atomic readings are off the charts.
Exfil no longer available. I'll notify you when Raptor 1's back in range.
That we had subsequently recovered
Unfortunately, Daniel still refused.
Still, investigators believe the case will get wrong with the taste of crime. Will be very close to the history. Strong friends.
We approached the Crown Prosecution Service for a charging decision, which came back that we would be charging Daniel Edwards with the murder of Jim Southwell. He was cleared before the next morning.
On Tuesday, July 19th, just 4 days after the death of Fiona Southwell, Daniel was formally charged with her murder.
Those early names actually gone down to family magistrate's court for the first hearing, and the only people in attendance was Daniel Edwards' father and stepmom.
Even in peace, the only time he said anything was to confirm his name to the judge.
Then Australia,
Daniel finally
The life form split in two. Survival mechanic? Probably. Sorry, not the time. Please don't die.
Went into the mind of a disturbed killer.
I need assistance. Combat bow, running silent.
If you're veteran, you eat a vegetable. Piece of chocolate if you love cherry.
This weekend, get Coke for 50% off deal. If they were from her, it's 50/29. But get Coke got some
Unicycle Supercare should help get his old looking woman for a long time.
Combat bow.
Super gear fabric in it. The car looks like it's steel. That's like and cars are rated from front to straight. And
Hunting with combat bow.
so you no longer wonder if that car is steel because in
There was a police invasion down in the emergency area, and there was a pressure machine This box is pretty much like a gift for Disney Con, Disney Brain. Pressure went into the real estate company. The variety of these boxes and the quality of these food totally exceeds any other real estate company I've ever tried. I love it. For $90 off, including free shipping during our Black Friday.
Today's ways of working may work different than tomorrow, but you can work out anything with Comcast Business. Get fast, reliable, and secure internet on the nation's largest 6G network. Flexible tools like Wi-Fi to control, voice solutions that connect you from anywhere, and expert advice. Here, or even here. Be fast, be flexible, bounce forward. Comcast Business. It's coming to promise your solution for free pricing by most. That's what it's done. Activate 250 prepaid card. Switch to that.
Assault rifle. I approve. Brain eater dropped. LMG can be extremely.
In January of 2017, the trial of 22-year-old stable hand Daniel Edwards begins. He was sentenced to death 50-year-old Fiona Southwest to death 6 months earlier after learning she replaced her.
The prosecution described Edwards as somebody who was callous and calculated, prepared to kill an older woman, to get your back taken from him, and to get rid of his own rage.
The pathologist who conducted the autopsy testified to the extreme violence involved in her death. She had a number of anything, so they told pathologist 50 minutes
Hunting with combat
to
bow.
go through her injuries in detail.
Meanwhile, engaged in frenzy and hate. Until he felt that rage inside.
Prosecutors were able to show
Combat bow, running.
CCTV, phone records, and also text messages. Those messages are used to show Daniel's disturbed state of mind.
He texted a close childhood friend saying that he was on the point of having a nervous breakdown.
And Daniel
Dig a little deeper into it. There seemed to be a change of mood and a change of mind.
No. Did you resent? No.
Any of the evidence against it. The forensic finding the blood on his clothing, his movements and the lies that he told. It was absolutely
Sniping requires finesse.
On February 1st, the jury is appointed.
SMG, very efficient. SMG tactical retrieval.
would have been more, but he took his learning difficulties into account.
A young man's resentment over losing his job
cannot dodge this firepower.
Family, a break-in at her business in Largo, and shots fired outside their home in nearby Clearwater.
Investigators from the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office were at the couple's home.
Launcher armed and ready.
Security clearance 4 or 5 gunshots, but it appears to be that gas was in the front windshield was cracked in 3 places. 2 glass inside, and the driver's side was shot. And there was a bullet hole in the back of the vehicle. Thank God nobody was hit. Nobody got shot, nobody got hurt.
A forensic team carefully inspects the area, but no show cases or any other evidence can be found.
The source is do you have any enemies? Can you think of anybody you might want to hurt you?
Anyone who was not part of who were in his family. He managed to catch the police out of the vehicle. However, Vincent said after he heard the shots, he ran outside and saw a silver or gray SUV driving with no lights. Unfortunately, it was too dark for him to see.
While Christina waits for her business partner to arrive, detectives start investigating the break-in scene.
The window was shattered there as well, but there didn't appear to be any bullet holes. And there were no reports of gunfire in the area, so it was possible that it was unrelated. You might
Combat
say
boat, running.
but when you Christina's doing there's nothing missing. Like a tag. Christina said
Infected threat clear.
who vandalized the house. So maybe it was teenagers or someone making trouble. Police couldn't get her
Combat boat, running silent.
either the shattered glass or the front door.
While investigators finish their walkthrough with Christina, uniformed officers take the
He'd been watching his clothes before the laundromat to Christina's business. He said he was in his car waiting for the clothes to dry when he heard the sound of breaking glass. So he took cover and unfortunately, that he didn't see who did it, and he didn't see anyone leaving the scene at the time of the crime. They hadn't found any leads at home or in the store, and while police weren't sure if the two crime scenes could do one another,
Hunting with combat boat.
When her business partner arrives, Christina is ready to prepare for the family. But as they try, Christina receives an ominous phone call.
Tango, fully expired.
They said they were representing there was not a warning shot.
Christina immediately notifies police, and officers are sent to watch over the family.
She apparently and that's obviously not the case here. Whoever it was, they shot the family minivan, which could be taken as a threat to her if she didn't do it. The problem was, they didn't say what they would, so there's nothing that she can do to stop it from happening again.
Don't be down.
Detectives began interviewing Christina's employees and business associates, hoping to find a lead. They quickly come up with two possible suspects.
Sir, headshot.
One of the employees tells police that she and Christina used to work in the shop nearby. And Donald then carried it. For threatening former employees and they found work elsewhere. So Christina started a rival. Christina's business partner, Marcy, even told detectives that she thought it might be Donald's voice when it threatened them.
But unfortunately, the number is not registered to Donald or Crystal.
It's one of those things that goes when police call anyone except when they do name the choose. So that turned out to be a dead. Possible connection. A witness placing Donald and Kristen at the scene just a couple blocks from the shoot.
saw speeding away from their house.
Exfil window open.
Christina told police that Donald and Kristen didn't live anywhere near her, so it was very suspicious they were there around the time of the shooting. Detectives recommended that she activate the security cameras in the full cameras outside the house. What if they catch anyone lurking around? It'll help establish a pattern of thought when it comes time to press charges.
Christina takes investigative advice and installs the cameras. Coming up, more shots are fired. And this time,
hit a mirror above David's bed. He walked out without stop. The key.
From the waterfall, Paul Rand has always so you can easily find the best, most affordable plan for you. Visit Walgreens.com/netflix for best price. Walgreens, when it's nice out easy.
Something during a light on your skin. Try Garnier Micellar Water Liquid. With rose water and micellar that work like a magnet to gently cleanse and remove oil and buildup. And now even hydrates skin. It's cleansing and reinvented. Micellar Water by Garnier, naturally.
I just far away from it all is impossible.
Exfil window gone.
Here's to the doer.
Pick this one up.
Right away to the rash, shortens the breath.
This little superhero should help keep these clothes looking newer. I got a long time.
You got one?
I'll take them all. By color case, Turbo Super Gear Fabric Conditioner.
I've got plenty.
Showsyourreaders.com. Choose from hundreds of styles and colors for under $20. And now, enter the exclusive TV coupon code at checkout to save up to 40%. That's readers.com. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is X5 Complete. You'll get the X5 gateway with advanced security, so your connected devices are also protected. And stay out. Plus, it's unlimited data. You can stream and scroll.
Ray and Gail just left. Dave's my own leaving, so I think I'll get back to him.
No, I didn't hear any mention of that stuff. You know, he's back. Taking care of it. Kind of defeats the purpose.
You down there mowing and everything else right now. Them not going there?
They do. They're built. They're supposed to be like that, I guess.
Sarah works.
Yeah, it's still 3. Alright, on.
two rival business owners named Kristen and Donald.
Christina kind of stepped on their toes by opening a competing store, so clearly they were persons of interest in this case.
Yeah.
There was no direct evidence linking the couple to the shooting. Since the voicemail that Christina received had threatened murder, police were taking it very seriously, and so was she.
The lead detective, he tells her to go get a surveillance camera. So she heads to her local Walmart, invests $25 into a camera for her home.
In the meantime, investigators are searching for their suspects.
Let me cut it off now.
No, it's fine. It don't matter. You want it on, leave it on.
They reached out to everyone who knew these people. Family, friends, neighbors, former employees. There's no way they didn't know police wanted to speak to them, but they still didn't surface. If they were innocent, you would think they'd want to come in and clear up any confusion.
Weeks pass, and thankfully, Christina and her family come under no further attacks.
Do you need
Life sort of
stool?
returned to normal, both at work and at home. The summer was winding down, and kids were going back to school, and despite a rocky start, her business was actually doing pretty well.
It seemed like whoever threatened her might have gone away or given up, but investigators were still working the case.
A month and a half later, on August 24th, Donald and Kristen finally show up in a Pinellas County courthouse.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
They've been selling on completely different charges, but investigators
Okay.
easily recognized their names and brought them into question.
Be careful.
They both lawyered up.
Yeah, Mike, I
Would
said
not
hi.
talk. That certainly looked like they had something to hide, but without concrete evidence, police couldn't charge them anyway.
That was quick. That was quick. Took
him
him.
earlier to see if he was going to take it off.
You say yeah?
Yeah, he said he forgot about it. In fact, I think he was just getting out of bed.
911, what is your emergency?
Good, anyhow.
Shot fired into my house. At what address, ma'am? Does anybody need a paramedic? No, we don't, but I do need, Well, they put you right on the phone with the sheriff's office.
What Christina describes is completely terrifying. The previous gunshots were aimed at a vehicle. This time, whoever it was fired 6 shots directly into the Ladrini home with 8 people asleep inside.
You have a home here now that's riddled with bullets. You have bullets actually lodged in the wall. You have a TV damaged. You have windows shattered. And you have even an 11-month-old baby grazed by some of that glass.
Those bullets hit a mirror above the baby's bed where glass fell into the baby's bed. To hear those rounds being fired and hearing glass break into residents in the early mornings, gotta be bone-chilling. If the gun's pointed a little bit lower or a little bit higher, a little bit more to the left or a little bit more to the right, this could have gone so much worse and it would have been a real tragedy.
It seems that whoever threatened Christina and her family wasn't finished after all. But this time, investigators are hopeful that the suspect has been caught on tape.
Christina verified that the security cameras that she installed were working, so they rolled back the footage to the time of the attack.
Thankfully, the coverage of the camera provided a pretty good look at the shooter. It appeared to be a woman in her late 20s, early 30s, and the way it goes down is extremely alarming to police.
It was chilling. You saw a vehicle pull up and stop. You saw a person get out, moving in a very particular way. Her gait, the person's movement, was noticeable. And then you saw that person pull out a weapon and start firing. And it's jarring because you don't see something like that often, thank God.
The way she's aiming and firing the gun. Officers know it all too well. Something clicks in their mind that this must be someone who's trained in law enforcement.
But that's not the only surprise.
The video is grainy. You may not be able to see the woman's face, but her walk is unmistakable. And it's a walk that Christina knows all too well. It's one of her closest, dearest friends.
Christina identifies the shooter as 30-year-old Courtney Savage, her best friend and former business partner.
The images shook her to the core. Why would Courtney have such animosity towards her?
They apparently spoke on the phone nearly every day. You'd think if your best friend had a problem with you, they'd tell you what it was before they started shooting.
Coming up, an officer of the law becomes a woman out for revenge.
She was angry, and she didn't deal with that anger very well. Did you know you can go to libertymutual.com to customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need?
Really? Okay, I'm on by pay.
Only pay for what you need.
Cleansing during a lighthearted your skin. Try Garnier Micellar Water with rose water and micellar. It looks like a mask to gently cleanse your skin before the makeup. And now you can try it. Cleansing reinvented.
I said he said I was saying it wrong.
Shit, I don't remember that.
You know, people get it.
Because I'm playing.
You can check your glucose with a pulse so you can stay in the moment. You can do it without the interstate. Ask your doctor for
Oh, fuck, forget me the boat.
And if you join the Mosh Freestyle program, you can try the Freestyle Fever 14-day system for free. Learn more at myfreestyle.us.
When you're affected by schizophrenia, you see it differently.
Hardcore search and destroy. Charges acquired. Wipe out the objective. Charges dropped. Bomb acquired. We lost the bomb. We got the bomb. Bomb carrier down. Switching sides.
Defend the objective. Call
husband as he was going to get his goal.
I started dating my husband at the time.
Bomb online.
Nice.
Top off your ammo. We're going back in.
I see it.
Switching sides. Wipe out the objective. Charges acquired. Hostile spy plane established overhead.
So she looked at and there was really very little that I could do to change her mind.
Soon, Courtney would explore the wonders that she could never imagine.
We wanted to take care of him. We wanted to, you know, whatever we wanted to do.
Charges dropped.
A help. And it was good for a while.
Courtney eventually decided to go into business for herself.
What was the point in working for other people that she could do the same thing? She could own a shop. So she went around, looked for a place to rent. She found one. She stocked it. She hired people to help her.
One of the people Courtney hired was Christina Ladrini.
She was reliable and responsible, kind of somebody you can count on. I automatically said I want her to work for me.
They worked well together. They became close friends. So in 2012, when health problems she turned to Christina.
Courtney was ill. And it was heavy lifting.
Whatever. The frickin'
Switching sides.
MD5.
She went to Mexico to have her teeth done. Unfortunately, the problem is one teeth done.
Hold the objective.
Other chemicals in it.
Seizures, I had pain all over. It was terrible. I mean, high fever.
Just thought I'd ask.
It was bad.
Not trying to run you off or anything.
Seizure medicine. I was on
What I do.
pharmaceuticals. I had to take everything.
business.
Courtney denies at first that she had anything to do with the shooting, but after further pressing, Courtney admits that she was very angry at Christina, felt that she drove the business into the ground.
I would call the shop and nobody would answer. And I thought, what are they doing? Then my landlord, he told me the story that she hadn't paid me rent, that he had a person switch on for.
Christina denies the landlord, but the mortgage is
The motivating factor was revenge. She felt manipulated, taken advantage of.
Tina had ruined her business, had lied to her, had betrayed her.
When Christina finally asks Courtney what she can do to end his acts, investigators get the closest thing they've heard to a confession.
She offered me a figure, $1,000 or something, and asked, well, will it stop? But then I said, well, let's start.
They agreed to meet at a diner in Clearwater at 10 p.m. Christina tells Courtney she'll bring the money in cash, but police are there waiting for her.
Coming up, Courtney's arrest takes an unexpected turn.
She lunged for a weapon that was in the glove box.
This cleansing drink on light hot in her skin.
Corner.
Garnier wiped her water with it. It was water and motion that looks like a magnet. It gently cleanses blue oil. Now even hydrates skin. It's cleansing and cream. Micro-water.
Keep that up or we get to go home. Switching sides. Protect the objectives.
It helps to prevent asthma attacks, improve breathing, and can reduce the need for oral steroids like prednisone. The center may cause allergic reactions. It helps right away if you exfoliate your face, mouth, and tongue, or trouble breathing. Don't stop your asthma treatments unless your doctor says so. Tell your doctor if you have parasitic infection or your asthma disease, headache is more likely to occur. Should you be living a bigger life? Ask an asthma specialist about the center.
To support a strong immune system, your body needs routine. Centrum helps your immune defenses every day with vitamins C, D, and zinc. Season after season. Boost your immune support with Centrum.
Apartments.com makes getting a new home easier than ever. Apartments.com, the most popular place to find a place.
Take a piece of chocolate if you're the tallest. Take a piece of chocolate if you're better at eating vegetables. Take a piece of chocolate if you love cherry.
You see different. It's in a small everyday life. Places you never expect. A little sign home.
CIA, we're almost out of time.
That's when it feels like real progress. Like effectively treats adults with schizophrenia.
Enemies down to one. Make it 0.
Have bladder control serious side effects. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about fever, stiff muscle, or confusion. Retinal reaction or uncontrollable muscle weakness which may be chronic. Dizziness, unsteady, falls, and their judgment may occur. Most common side effects include
Check, CIA. Keep that up or we get to go home. Switching sides.
Got it.
Charges dropped.
Officers follow Courtney to the diner, where they spring the trap. But the arrest doesn't exactly go according to plan.
Because of Courtney's screening, the police knew that they had to move very quickly. They could not give Courtney the upper hand.
My door was automatically unlocked in my truck, and I see this person coming up alongside of my truck, just like slithering alongside of my truck, and rips my door open, and in one fluid movement, he grabs it from this feet to the ground.
Oh, no way.
She was saying to you that she lunged for a weapon into the robot and had escaped.
It was open my door and snatched at me. So of course my reaction is going to be like, what do you know? It was a conjuring. I didn't know what was going on.
Back at the station, detectives give Courtney a chance to explain herself.
When a suspect is taken into custody, a lot of times they shut down. They don't say anything. But Courtney surprises everybody. She's willing to talk.
Well, I'm an honest person, you know, and I figured it was easy for me. I just, you know, told the truth. Yeah, I did it, you know. Shot into a house. I mean, I was the type of law enforcement officer that if people were straight with me, I was going to believe you. That's the way I was. And I just assumed it was the best route to go.
Courtney goes into great detail on why she did it. She claimed that Christina owed $2,500 in unsold merchandise that was never returned to her, and $15,000 worth of other business equipment that went missing when the shop was under Christina's supervision. She felt completely betrayed.
But instead of confronting her friend, Courtney had let her anger fester for almost a year.
Enemies down to
A few
one.
months
Make
after
it 0.
Courtney recovered from all of her health problems, she discovered Christina was about to open another business with a different friend. This set her over the edge.
She told
Good
me
job,
that she
CIA.
was
Keep it
very,
up and we get to go home.
angry at Tina. Wanted to get back at her. Wanted to get revenge.
This is a bizarre case because when people want revenge, they usually want it right. Courtney said at them over a 90-day period.
According to Courtney, the first attack was intended to put Christina out of business.
Courtney said she hoped that Christina's landlord would revoke her lease.
Liquidate all
If she was
objectives.
back in that kind of trouble, you know, maybe
We
he
got
would
the
have
bomb.
evicted.
And Courtney used a voice disguising device to leave Christina threatening voicemails.
When that didn't work, things sort of escalated from there. Christina hadn't responded to the voicemail threats, so she decided to go over there in the middle of the night to vent her frustrations.
I just lost it. I went over there and just, you know, I was trying to scare her, you know.
Despite narrowly avoiding any casualties, Courtney insists that she never meant to harm anyone.
I'm a master marksman. The reason I got out of the truck was to make sure that my bullets just didn't fly everywhere. You know, I wanted to make sure that I was,
We lost the bomb.
aiming to a point where I could see where my bullets were going.
She said she was the one driving the SUV that Christina's husband saw leaving the scene. There were no accomplices. The SUV was a rental, so she wouldn't
Charges
have
acquired.
recognized.
I didn't want to use my vehicle, you know.
Bomb planted. Hold your
It was
positions.
also my husband's truck, so I didn't want to, you know, be in trouble right then.
She even tells investigators where to find the gun she used.
Courtney says the Glock isn't the one they're looking for. She actually used the .357, which she got rid of afterwards.
Courtney had hidden the gun
Couldn't get
in
down.
my mother's mobile home.
Why would I
She filled out a written statement confessing on her actions. As far as
What
she was
part of it?
concerned, that would be the end of it.
she would just get police.
Switching sides.
I cooperated with the detectives. I was originally charged with shooting into an Arctic dwelling, and I'd never been arrested before, and I didn't foresee
Defend the
any major
objectives.
problems from it.
It's the first clue that investigators have that she feels she did nothing wrong.
Had the mercury poisoning from her botched dental work affected Courtney's judgment?
It definitely was not in my normal state of mind. When you chew food or drink something hot, the heavy metal releases a vapor and it goes up
We're in
into
the
your
lead.
brain. And what they used to call that was Mad Hatter syndrome.
If Courtney was expecting a slap on the wrist, she is sorely mistaken.
It's enough to be outside and trying to arrange away. And I couldn't arrange bonds because they pulled back long before she started amending it.
The allegations were very serious, and it happened on more than one occasion, so the state attorney's office would be coming hard at Courtney.
Coming up, a routine hearing turns into a nationwide manhunt.
And a whole new identity.
She was considered a fugitive.
Enemies down to one. Make it 0.
This photo's looking newer for a long time.
These still look amazing.
White collar cake with new Snuggle Super Hair Fabric Conditioner. Ashley Hansen, Black Friday mattress.
Time's against us. Bring this home.
Any size mattress for the price of a twin on select Ashley Sleep mattresses. Shop and save today only at America's #1 furniture and mattress store, Ashley Home.
Dump off your home. Going back in.
Cleansing drink of light product for skin. Try Garnier Micro Water Liquid. With rose water and micellar, and work on everything. It gets clean and all over the makeup. And now even hydrates skin. It's cleansing reinvented. Micro Water.
Guard the objective.
They were trying
When you're camping with friends and you get the biggest spot and you're sitting on logs like you've never needed chairs.
Enemy spy plane inbound. Deconflict and move to exfil.
There you go, Head. I had 14 kills. There you go, man. Good for you. There, you're looking for I have 2 rounds. Oh my god, man.
I always have video chatting with my dates before we go out in person.
Cool, and I thought about that.
Ready to start something great? Try Match.
are looking to solve adapt setting the course. Working with a new type of network, one that's more than fast, flexibility,
After action
work from
report.
anywhere and manage from everywhere. Advanced technology with serious security and reliable coverage nationwide. Forward-thinking enterprises deserve forward-thinking solutions, and that's what we deliver. So bounce forward with Comcast Business.
the driver's safe. Thousands of dollars. Just the city Nissan. Black Friday sale. And that's why.
Courtney Savage has confessed to firing 6 bullets into the home of her best friend, Christina Ladrini, as payback for letting her business fall into ruin.
I knew I'd never get any money back. I knew I'd never have my business back. I just wanted her to admit that she betrayed me.
Hardcore search and destroy.
Despite the fact that no one was injured, there is a lot for prosecutors to consider when weighing the charges.
Why isn't it putting my
The
stuff on
fact that Courtney seemed to believe that what she did wasn't that big of a deal certainly didn't help.
The charges against Courtney are increased to include 8 counts of attempted murder.
The district attorney at the time threatened Courtney with 7 life sentences. We were terrified.
At that time, her and her husband were going through a divorce. The divorce was finalized, and she obtained some money from the divorce, which allowed her to post a bond.
Courtney's preliminary hearing is set for July 20th, 2007, but she never shows up.
When she found out that they were changing the charges, she made up her mind to go on the run. She went on the lam in Mexico to have plastic surgery to alter her profile.
And, you know, pack some bags. And,
Pick up the pace, DGI. We're out of time. Only one enemy remains.
Nice.
Gather yourselves, brothers and sisters.
Let's get
We will
it.
win the next battle.
Hook shot. Instant kill.
paper. On America's Most Wanted.
The episode featuring Courtney airs
Eradicate all objectives.
2 years after the initial.
Bomb acquired.
It was very upsetting. You know, I wanted to turn away, but I had to watch it. I had to. It was the first time I had seen the video of her shooting into Tina's house, and it was just anger and sadness and hopelessness. Hopelessness, because you don't know what you can do to get your child out of this terrible predicament.
Bomb carrier down.
Later, she calls the tip line with her location.
I had a really, really bad feeling that day. Just horrible feeling. That's not just me. So I ran around the corner and I started to call my boyfriend at work. And as I was walking around the corner, here comes 2 patrol units. And I knew they were for me.
Surveillance deputies identified her. The team leader made a decision to approach, and they arrested her and took her into custody.
This time, she quickly extradited back to Florida.
Only one enemy remains.
She had very little chance.
Mission clock is running down.
Oh no.
Good job, DGI. You make Cuba proud.
For good trial. It was the best she could have expected, given the serious nature of these charges.
On April 15, 2009,
Switching sides.
Courtney Savage pleads guilty to all charges. She is sentenced to 20 years in prison.
For Christina, you can imagine that justice is finally being served. It's finally closure for the victim's family.
Hold the objective.
And Closure for police, too.
It was a terrible crime. But I thought the sentence was a bit much. You lock someone up, throw them away, and you don't give them any kind of counseling.
In my heart of hearts, I really believe that if she had stayed and she didn't run, she would have gotten a much better sentence than she ended up with.
What started out as best friends involved in a business had ultimately ended with an act of betrayal.
It was a terrible thing that had happened, and what a shame that two friends would end up this way.
Oh my gosh.
Pushed me over the edge. With the problems I was having, mentally, my health problems, I would never have done it in a normal situation.
There's certain professions that you hold at a higher standard. A police officer shooting into a home with children inside and then claiming she didn't hurt anybody, so she should be on probation. Unbelievable.
This was a single setback on our inevitable path to victory. Switching rally points. Wipe out the objective. We got the bomb.
He's laying down upstairs.
Bomb drop. Bomb acquired.
June 30th, 2011. It's a typical of Fresno, California. Receives a frantic call about gunshots at a house on Florida Avenue.
911 state emergency.
Something like veins, and I came out and there's holes in the wall.
Okay.
And he's showered.
Have you checked on him? Does he have a pulse?
No, I haven't checked. There's blood everywhere.
A deputy is immediately dispatched to the location. He finds the caller, Cynthia Sepulveda, in tears.
Cynthia identified the man in the shower. Her boyfriend, 29-year-old James Blanco. She has no idea. When he walked in, he sees the shower curtain torn down on the floor in front of the shower, and the shower is still on. Inside is
Good job, DJI. You make Cuba proud.
Already dead.
he sees what it is.
Switching rally points.
It seems Mr. Blanco is on.
Defend the objectives.
The house through the struck Mr. Blanco and killed him.
Injuries, someone just walked up to the house and executed. Cynthia has no idea why somebody would want to harm her boyfriend James. He's just not the kind of person that something like this would happen to.
James Blanco was born on December 14, 1981, and grew up in Daisy Park, a neighborhood in southeast Fresno.
My father, he worked at a military, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom, and my dad was also a pastor.
There's 3 brothers and 3 sisters. James is actually the baby of the family.
He was a chubby guy. He was little. He was kind of chubby. Grew up with that much skin. He also makes friends easily.
James did his best to follow in his parents' footsteps and live an honest life, but it wasn't always easy.
Southeast Fresno is a part of town where it's predominantly Hispanic. There's a lot of great restaurants, a lot of good neighborhoods, but it also has a reputation for a lot of gang violence. As a youth, he got in trouble, had some brushes with the law even.
I mean, we didn't always go the right ways. I think whatever my mom and my dad taught us, you know, the light kicked in for me, for James.
He consciously do things differently. He removed himself from gang or gang activities or people associated with gangs.
After high school, James was determined to apply for an entry-level
The struggle continues.
The only job we had available for him at that time was in our cotton-producing area. So hot, dirty, not really a pleasant place to work, but he took that job and he excelled at that job.
He was made a lead man of that department, and then after a couple of years, he was brought up into the office to be purchasing manager.
Destroy the objective.
James had been promoted to plant manager.
Charges acquired.
Which is the first time anybody had come up through the ranks like that so quickly.
He was a tough cookie. He was firm. The job had to be done right. When he came down to work, there was no messing around. I mean, he was the first one in.
We're pulling ahead.
And the last one out. I think we all saw him as a workaholic, you know.
James also gave back to his community, using his position to hire others just like him. He even helped his brother Harvey become part of the team.
James would teach me a lot along the way on how to make a mattress. I mean, when he would teach you, he would teach you with so much passion.
Oh, crap.
He was just a kind fellow that always wanted to do better himself and wanted to help other people do better.
By 2011, James was successful enough to buy his first home. He'd also recently fallen in love.
He met Cynthia through his brother Harvey. They went to the same church. She was a single mom with a 2-year-old son, and they hit it off immediately.
He really loved me. I'd never seen him so happy before.
It seemed like it was getting pretty serious, and I was anticipating buying a dress for that wedding.
James appeared to be the quintessential American success story, and his future seemed limitless.
I thought that perhaps when I reached retirement age, that I would just turn the company over to him, and he would be the one in charge of everything.
But that all came to an end when someone gunned James down in his own home.
The battle is won, comrades, but the struggle continues. Switching sides. Hold the objective.
Number 1 for psoriasis syndrome, and number 1 for eczema syndrome. Champion for
Sleep soundly. And the plan for more families trust and quality and tightest protection.
Finding comfort, saying yes. Saying nothing eHarmony, here's the real love.
It's Velveeta shells and cheese versus the other guys. Clearly, Velveeta melts creamier.
I always thought it was me, that I was the reason all these diets never worked. This is
genuinely not a temporary fix. There's some serious psychology.
It's funny how much smarter I feel like when you're listening. It's the simple things. Once I understood why I was making those choices, it was easy for me to change those habits, and weight loss came naturally after that.
I've been on Noom for 4 months now. I've lost 27 pounds. I feel like I got my life back.
Visit Noom.com and lose the weight for good.
Your journey requires liberty use.
They're down to one.
Customize your
Trust
art.
them.
You only pay for what you need.
It's now or never. MTC is no.
This game's wild.
Only pay for what you need.
With new rewards for Chase Freedom Unlimited, I now earn even more cash back. Oh, I gotta tell everyone.
Hey, Rita, you now earn 3% on dining and food and takeout.
Bon appetit.
Hey, Kim, you now earn 5% on travel purchase and Chase. Hey, Neil, you can earn 3% in drugstore.
Buddy, I'm right here. Why are you yelling?
Because that's what I do.
Good job, DJI. You make Google proud.
Drugstore, 2% on dining and food and takeout, and 1.5% on everything else. Inform what you want.
When managing diabetes, you can't always stop for a glucose stick. Glucose monitor.
Switching sides.
With a painless 1-second scan, you can check your glucose with a smartphone, so you can stay in the moment. You can do it without finger sticks. Ask your doctor for a prescription today. And if you join the My Freestyle program, you can start a Freestyle Libre 14-day system for free. Learn more at myfreestyle.us.
These are real people, not actors, who got their eczema under control. With less eczema, you can show more skin. So roll up those sleeves and help heal your skin from within with Dupixent. Dupixent is the first treatment of its kind that continuously treats moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis, even between flare-ups. Dupixent is a biologic and not a cream or steroid. Many people taking Dupixent saw clear or almost clear skin and had significantly less itch. Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision issues, or parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. Your skin from within, and talk to your eczema specialist about Dupixent. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help. If only there was a place nearby you could get one of these. Or these. Good thing they're sold literally everywhere business is done. I'm pretty sure you can buy them at a bank. Not sorry, Reese's. Detectives in Fresno, California are investigating the murder of 29-year-old James Blanco, who was shot in his own home.
In front of James' house, there's one window on the right side, and that's a bathroom window. And that night, my brother was taking a shower.
James was in the shower, and basically, out of the blue, someone started shooting at him through the bathroom window. Sheriff's detectives were trying to figure out what went wrong here, what happened. You know, was this some kind of gang-related incident? Was it a burglary that went wrong?
Was it a random drive-by? Did someone see an individual in the neighborhood?
James's girlfriend, Cynthia Sepulveda, tells police she has no idea what happened.
She said that she and James had met just a month before they had begun dating, and it was getting pretty serious. She had just put her 2-year-old son to bed, and they had dozed off. The next thing she heard was gunshots.
It just startled her completely. When she heard the shots, she ran down to the bathroom, opened the door, saw Mr. Blanco's lifeless body, and then ran back, grabbed the phone, and called 911. She didn't have a lot of information to offer as to who may have done this.
So investigators focus on the crime scene itself, beginning with the bathroom window.
One of the window panes was broken and a screen had been removed.
You can tell by looking at the window, the glass was broken to the inside. There was a powder rim on the screen that you could tell, along with holes consistent with bullets passing through the screen.
It was obvious that the weapon was pressed close to the window, and eventually the screen taken down, and the shots fired through the window.
Outside, in the flower bed beneath the window, police find shell casings belonging to a .40 caliber handgun,
which was further indication that the individual was standing outside with the casings ejecting out and falling in the flower bed in the front of the house.
The bullets they removed from the wall matched a .40 caliber shell. They also found another shell casing inside the tub.
It wasn't even enough to just shoot through the window. The perpetrator took the screen off the window, put his hand or her hand through the window to get an even closer shot of Mr. Blanco.
This tells police something about the shooter.
It wasn't just a murder. It was an execution.
Hardcore
This
search
is
and
not
destroy. Eliminate the objective.
Drive-by shooting, but
We got the bomb.
this was very purposeful.
The violence of the crime scene clearly showed this was an intent to kill. There was no purpose for this other than to end somebody's life.
But who would target a beloved manager at a mattress company?
Other than the shell casings, the shooter had not much evidence. The police canvassed the neighborhood, hoping that someone in the neighborhood might have seen something. As it turns out, there were no luck.
They had witnesses say that there was a truck that had pulled up across the street from James's house. It was described as a pickup truck, and it was silver or pewter in color, so it was too dark to provide any kind of more specific description of who was driving it.
The truck was spotted moving fast out of the neighborhood just after the shooting. And across the street from James's house, investigators find evidence that might help identify it.
They found tire marks of the truck, but that was about all they had to go off of.
They photographed
What?
to compare it to in the future.
Meanwhile, it's been breaking the bad news to the rest of James's family.
FTC is running down.
I didn't know what to do. I was in shock. My mom was in shock. It was a horrible.
As each of them find out, the family starts to gather at James's house. The police have the entire area locked down at that point.
Everything's on TikTok already. It's hard to say why. I was just so broken.
The news quickly spreads to the other people in James's life, and they all have the same question.
Why would anybody want to do something like this to James? Why James?
It was because I had the very unpleasant task of informing people as they came into work. It was hysterical. People were in such disbelief.
I just didn't understand.
Defend the objectives.
You just aren't prepared. James's brother Hart tells police he might know of someone who had a grudge against him.
I just didn't think it would happen. I didn't think what you would do it.
Coming up, police learn the name of a possible suspect.
Mr. Blanco was someone who was universally liked, with the exception of one person.
When a young boy vanishes, we walk down to the bus stop. Parents on a shocking family secret could hold the key. So real life nightmare tomorrow at 10 on HLN.
Degrade their last asset.
And you might see how Josh plays the liver. Still working against him, providing carburetors, muscles, and joints. I see the dog, how to relax. You, I see how Josh plays.
Good job, CIA. Keep that up when we get to go home. Switching rally points.
On my point.
Take a piece of chocolate if you're the tallest. Take a piece of chocolate if you're better at eating your vegetables. Take a piece of chocolate if you love cherries.
This weekend, get me Kohl's for 50% off deals. Plus, take an extra 15% off. Get 50% off bedding, 50% off kids' jumping beans, and save on tops for her. Just $15.29. Plus, get Kohl's cash. Plus, free store pickup. Give with all your heart. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
Attention, anyone on Medicare. The Medicare annual enrollment period is now open. You may now be eligible for additional Medicare-approved benefits, including free hearing aids, free eyeglasses, and free home prescription delivery.
We've been hearing about newer plans with additional benefits and want to make sure that we're getting all the benefits we're entitled to.
Charges required for a Medicare Advantage plan with no copays, no deductibles, and no monthly premiums. That's no, as in zero.
Is it true that you don't automatically get new additional benefits?
That's right. Call now to instantly find out if you're eligible for a plan that includes additional benefits. You don't get these automatically, so call for your free no-obligation review. Just call 800-885-5115 now before the deadline to find out if you're eligible for additional benefits. There is no obligation to enroll. The call and Medicare benefits review are absolutely free. Call 800-885-5115. That's 800-885-5115. Keep Denver from ruining date night.
Enemies down to 1.
Make it 0. It's powerful relief for flakes again.
True.
Bomb defused. Switching sides.
We'll gobble down deals like this. Nissan Versa starting at $10,888. Or Nissan Kick starting at $13,888. Or how about our flagship car, Nissan Altima starting at $17,888. So make that 10-minute drive today. Thousands of dollars during Johnson City Nissan Black Friday sale. And that's why. TCE needs Johnson.
It's been several hours since James Blanco was murdered in his bathroom, and investigators are tracking down possible leads.
There was a lot of anger over Mr. Blanco being shot because he was someone that provided jobs, good jobs, to the young people in the community.
Most of James' family shows up at his house. His brother, Harvey, tells police that he might know who the killer is.
He basically said, you know, hey, like, no one disliked James except for this one guy.
Harvey Blanco tells police he suspects 22-year-old Rafael Apolinar, former employee at the mattress factory.
When they start asking who he is.
Don't get cocky. We need to repeat that performance.
Rafael Apolinar, he was instead of turning to fast and lifestyle, Rafael embraced it.
I think when you're born into a lifestyle like that, more honorary, it's easier to get drawn into. And he grew up with that lifestyle. That was him.
Unlike James, Raphael was a person who might have liked
neutralize the objectives.
He had a girlfriend at the time, so he was in a relationship, but he didn't work, he didn't have a job.
Rafael's fortunes seemed to change when a neighbor mentioned him to James Blanco.
A neighbor of ours recommended a kid in his house. A kid that needed an opportunity to get a job, to help himself, to be able to have a bank account or whatever it was that he needed.
As a manager of the mattress factory, James was in the unique position to get people such as Raphael to turn their lives around.
I believe that
Enemies down to 1. Make it 0.
So Raphael Apolinar was himself and Raphael Apolinar. He thought that he
when he was and didn't take direction well and wanted to do what he wanted to do. And when he came down to work, we met business.
Authority seemed to have a problem with, and so that was kind of the problem.
He used to give up.
Dang it!
They moved him from one department to another department. He found a place where he would fit.
Enemy RCXD.
He worked in the area where we processed cotton. He worked in the housing department. He worked in the shipping department. He gave Raphael more chances than I had ever seen him give another employee.
Unfortunately, nothing seemed to work. Raphael was just a troublemaker, and no matter what opportunity you gave him, rather than taking advantage of the opportunity, he always wanted to change it. Ultimately, he ended up in a department that was sort of the end of the line for employees.
We need to repeat that performance.
Then, one day, in April 2000, Raphael crossed the line. He got a different qualification over the supervisor.
Switching rally points.
He knows Mr. Blanco.
It's just the guy.
Okay, I'm back. I respawned. I died, and I was on.
Exterminate the objectives.
It was pretty.
Charges acquired.
After trying to James had no choice but to let Raphael go.
It was a rather uneventful termination. He seemed to know it was coming. James had told me that it went well.
There was no argument, there was no physical confrontation between the two, and Mr.
We're taking control.
Left the premises.
I didn't even know he was getting terminated. I just knew that it had happened. And I was like, wow, well, it was bound to happen someday. I mean, he wasn't going to last. You could just look at him and say, he's not going to last here.
Degrade their
3 weeks
last
later,
asset.
Raphael managed to find another job.
Raphael Toller's main flaw is, it's his social skills. His lack thereof, his lack of communication. So he actually found a job that was better suited for his personality.
Raphael went to work for a furniture company delivering and was, what I was told, was actually making more money and had better working conditions than when he was working here. But if Raphael wasn't angry about James firing him, then why does Harvey think he was the one who shot his brother?
According to Harvey, the kid might have found another job, but that doesn't mean
The objective.
Coming up, a new witness puts Raphael at the scene of the crime.
he lays out the story of what happened.
Taking the lead.
Imagine not worrying about dry mouth during your presentation. Imagine not thinking about dry mouth on date night. Act dry mouth to soothe, moisturize, and feel like yourself again. Stop imagining. Start acting.
Hi, I'm Alex Schultz. A few years ago, my friend Andrew and I took a surf trip to Bali, Indonesia, and saw firsthand just how bad the plastic pollution crisis really is. We made it our mission to solve the problem.
What?
Persons to do just that.
That boy sus.
Dedicated to ending the ocean plastic crisis. We've quickly grown into one of the world's largest cleanup companies, deploying countless crews to clean our oceans, rivers, and coastlines. We have cleanup divisions all over the world and have removed over 10 million tons of trash from the ocean. And now, we're inviting you to join the Clean Ocean movement. All of our cleanup efforts are funded entirely through the sale of our products. Every product purchased funds the removal of 1 pound of trash from the ocean and supports the Clean Ocean movement. So visit CleanOcean.com, purchase a product, and pull your pound today.
Real progress? When you're affected by schizophrenia, you see differently. It gets to small, everyday moments. In places you never expect. A little sign called a feeling of freedom. And once these little moments start adding up, that's when it feels like so much more. It feels real progress. You'll find out
Wipe out the objective.
treats adults with schizophrenia.
Enemy care package above.
With no titration.
Epileptic can cause serious side effects.
PTSD in your AO. We're in the lead.
In clinical trials, rate, cholesterol, and blood sugar changes were similar to placebo. So if you're affected by schizophrenia, ask your doctor about Caplyta and yourself a therapist.
First, they're called to a great adventure, where they are tested and encounter allies. On the road back, their spirit is restored. And in the end, the hero returns where they belong.
With employee pricing for all, get $4,495 below MSRP on the 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited.
They vanished into thin air. How can this little boy be just gone?
Real life nightmare. Tomorrow at 10 on HLN.
Attention! Do you have Medicare? Did you know you may qualify to get up to $148 added back to your Social Security check every month? It's easy to see if you're eligible. Just call the Go Medicare Benefits Help Center at 800-747-4453. In addition to receiving $148 every month, you might also qualify for a $0 Medicare Advantage that includes the following benefits: dental, including and vision, including exams, frames, lenses, and even contacts. Hearing, including hearing aids, batteries, and prescription drug coverage, all at no additional cost. The Go Medicare Benefits Help Center is open now at 800-747-4453. Both the call and the consultation are 100% free with absolutely no obligation to enroll. Call the Go Medicare Benefits Help Center now at 800-747.
Basically what the detectives have
weeks go by, with no further leads. James's family and friends are beginning to fear his killer will never be brought to justice.
It was very frustrating, thinking that he may walk away from this thing.
Terminate the VIP before they can execute.
Then, on August 2nd, 5 weeks after the shooting, a young man named Andrew Macias walked in the
Take them out.
wide open.
Andrew is 18 years old. He knew James very well, but that wasn't connected. Andrew and Raphael were big members together. They were friends.
He reported to
VIP is down. Repeating.
I just literally destroyed all of them.
He was with Raphael on the night that he was along with him.
Andrew tells investigators that on the night of the shooting, he got a call from Raphael asking if he wanted to go to a party. Within 1 hour,
And then I killed the last two. Dang.
Sure.
When Raphael picks him up, he tells him, I have to do something.
He didn't say where it was. He didn't say where it was going. But he just drove the short distance over to James' house.
Andrew said that Raphael parked outside of the house, turned off his headlights, and at that point he pulled out a gun.
Andrew claims he stayed
Okay, boys. Okay. This is gonna be weird.
He heard a number of shots in the house. He was pulling out and hurried back to the truck. Threatened Mr. Macias. Don't tell anybody. Mr. Macias told him to shoot him. That Mr. Blanc.
After it was over, Andrew says he agreed to help Raphael get rid of the evidence.
Under fire. Find your protection.
Told him to get rid of it.
Under fire. Find your protection.
No, I stabbed the wrong person. I meant to stab the guy who was reviving.
Switching early points.
Dang, bro. My bad, team. My bad.
But being around a neighborhood, word gets around, someone's gonna find out.
Eliminate the VIP before they reach the execute
Raphael
zone.
finally starts talking, but his version of the shooting is completely different.
I didn't want to do it, but he was like, well, you can get it.
Domino's knows a thing or two about delivery. So when we saw people were getting tacos and burgers delivered like these, we had to step in. Introducing our new chicken taco and cheeseburger pizzas.
What?
Oh my. Now the best way to get a taco or burger delivered is to get a Domino's pizza. There's a bunch of cool homes and from chocolate and all. Don't believe us? See that for yourself.
VIP neutralized. Excellent work.
Huh. That was funny. He just went in, killed him. Like, yeah, I'm done with it.
When managing diabetes, you can't always stop for a food.
Escort the VIP to the
With a
execute
3,000
chopper.
drink 14-day system,
Okay, Mr. VIP.
you don't have to. With a payment
Gotta play it slick.
you can check your glucose with a smartphone, so you can stay in the moment. You can do it without fingerprints. Ask your doctor.
255. Foot control.
And you can join the non-freestyle.
Let's go.
You can try the Freestyle Libre 14-day system for free.
Pushing up.
Learn more at non-freestyle.com.
Knocked one.
Marking target location.
Where?
Assaulting through.
Got one.
Indicating waypoint. VIP under fire. Repeat. VIP under fire.
Tagged one. One's pushing up. Knocked it. Oh, low. Right here. Watch out, another one right there.
VIP under fire. Repeat, VIP under fire.
Dang.
Switching rally points.
That was such a good round too. Okay.
Terminate the VIP before they get in.
The Medicare annual enrollment period is now open. You may now be eligible for additional Medicare-approved benefits, including
Enemy
free
spy
hearing,
plane
free
inbound.
eyeglasses, and free home prescriptions.
We've been hearing about newer plans with additional benefits and want to make sure that we're getting all the benefits we're entitled to.
You could be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan with no copays, no deductibles, and no monthly premiums. That's no, again, zero. Is it true that you don't automatically get these? That's right. Call now to instantly find out if you're eligible for a plan that includes additional benefits. You don't get these automatically, so call for your free no obligation review. 885-5115 now. Or you get to find out if you're eligible for additional benefits. There is no obligation.
VIP neutralized. Excellent work.
885-5115. That's 800-885-5115. And now,
Switching rally points. Escort the VIP to the exfil tower.
000.
Suspect deployed.
For a month to solve
VIP is taking fire. Keep the package safe.
Investigators now have a witness who claims he was with the shooter, Rafaela Polinar. And he's afraid he owes the detectives assigned to him, and he spills whatever he knows. Andrew's testimony gives police enough to obtain a search warrant for Rafael's truck and
Let the
residence.
cowards roll.
Wow, we clapped them. They legitimately got clapped.
But he still doesn't.
Andrew explained in detail what happened that night. You deny that you were involved. And that Andrew was lying to us. And I get it, you know.
Raphael stuck to his initial story. He told the police that he was with his girlfriend all night.
And you snuggled up with your girlfriend. And she's going to be right there by your side to verify that story. Right.
He denies having any involvement whatsoever in James's murder. So the detectives end the interview.
I need that shot. Where's that shot?
Police hold Rafael in custody while officers.
So they go and they speak with her. And she does
I just
in fact
want to eat
provide
some
an
else,
alibi
man,
for
nigga.
he was there all night.
They're pretty sure that he's the shooter, but they still don't have a very strong case
Yeah,
yet.
bring a fucking
They're
blackout
only
TV
witnesses
on,
to the
bro.
former gang member who wouldn't necessarily come across well in court.
Fucking love it.
There you go, bro. What you watching?
Probably watching fucking niggas.
That shit loud as fuck. Oh, you need a video game and a movie in the same room, but okay.
Daddy probably bought him the fucking kid.
I have more information. I won't be wasting your time.
Raphael finally confesses that he did go to James's house that night, but that he wasn't shot.
Drinking heavily that night and decided he was going to teach his former employer a lesson for firing him.
He said that he snuck out of his girlfriend's house, got a gun from someone, but he wasn't really clear what he intended on doing with the gun.
Yeah, it wasn't a full plan.
that stuff.
VIP escort. Protect the VIP until the exfil.
Steve James. And he's like, I'm down.
Raphael says that he parked across the street, he was angry and done while he put on gloves so that he wouldn't leave Phoenix.
But Raphael knows that the Green Claw
VIP is taking fire. Keep the package safe.
Fucking shit. I don't love a good have to ask for fucking that line. Boy, I was your ass. Fucking dark.
According to Raphael, Andrew had to go in his hand. He came to keep the one, and that was what he was going to do.
Okay, well, that was, surprising.
Mr. Macias is the one who actually pulled the trigger.
Terminate the VIP before they can exfil. Enemy spy plane inbound.
But what motive did Macias have to commit murder? Raphael claims because
Wow.
James never gave him a job.
Several times, Macias had asked James Polanco for a job.
VIP address exfil from Bravo. Take them
Or at
out.
least that's what he told Raphael about that. He never put it down. From other plant managers and friends. That was why Macias went ahead and did the shooting.
At this point, all the police have
Wow.
be at the crime scene, but they're pointing to each other.
However,
VIP is down. Repeat. VIP is down. Their objective
Fuck that shit. I want that money. 8 fucking times.
switching rally points.
It makes a lot more sense that Raphael is the person that shot James because he's the one with motive, and he's just trying to pin it on Andrew. So they charged
Protect the
Raphael.
VIP until the exfil.
on August 10th, police execute their search warrant. Unfortunately, Raphael's truck doesn't provide any evidence.
They had a tire impression taken as crime that matched the tires on Raphael's truck, but it doesn't match with the tires in the crime. These are just generic tires that could have belonged in the and they didn't find
But investigators do find something at the
VIP under fire.
glove in Raphael's active pattern residue on them.
It's not a smoking gun or anything, but it does connect to the evidence again. So the evidence is really starting to pile up.
Coming up, Raphael faces trial for murder, but a last-minute surprise might set him free.
That star witness for the prosecution.
VIP under fire. VIP under fire. Is taking fire. Keep the package safe.
Thank you. Holy fuck, bro. I ain't kidding. Whoever VIP was popping off that pistol, he was fucking lighting everybody's ass up. That's you right there.
Switching rally points.
Let's go.
Every morning at 5:30.
Terminate the VIP before they can exfil.
Don't that old bell make you hard times in the middle of my love?
Semtex.
Real progress.
VIP neutralized. Excellent work.
Fucking 0-2 in a month.
In clinical trials, weight, cholesterol, and blood sugar changes were similar to placebo. So if you're affected by schizophrenia, ask your doctor about Caplyta from intracellular
Protect the VIP until the
I'm
next
Landon,
visit.
and I'm there, and we're bound. We sell socks, but not this one. Because this sock is designed to be socks are the #1 most requested clothing item in home shopping. So for every pair of super comfortable Bombas socks you buy, we donate this pair to someone else. And thanks to you, we just donated 40 million. This, where this sock never sold. Give a pair when you buy a pair. 20% off your first order at Bombas Songs about rainbows.
VIP is exfilling. Keep them alive.
No, he's low. He's one shot.
Always do our best to prepare for it. I know that learn more about the Xfinity Rehab at Xfinity.com/to keep your movies and shows on.
Switching sides.
Get Black Friday presents now in Johnson City Nissan. You like turkey? Well, double down deals like this. Nissan Versa starting at $10,888. Or Nissan Kick starting at $13,888. Or our flagship car, Nissan Altima starting at $17,888.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Make that 10-minute drive and save thousands of dollars. So in Johnson City Nissan, Black Friday presents. And that's why.
On April 12, 2016, 5 years after James Blanco's murder, Raphael will pull an orange trial finding he began
The VIP is commencing exfil at 8.
unfortunately drag out all too long. It can be difficult for victims' families.
Oh, you got a knife.
It was not easy. It seemed like it just went on and on. And I felt so bad for the family.
It was real frustrating. You
Excellent job, BFD. Exfil teams are inbound to your location.
Look at these fucking idiots.
And Raphael's own statements establishing his intent to exact revenge. There was Mr. Blanco. So you start the mode, you look at the violence of the crime scene, and then you look at the gunshot residue on the gloves. He went there with a gun for the purpose of shooting Mr. Blanco.
They not only have a star witness that puts but also helping you
All of that together, and it's clear Mr. Blanco was the shooter. But when the state calls Andrew Macias to testify, he's nowhere to be found. He had disappeared. We had him served with a subpoena. He apparently went into hiding. We could not locate him. We knew that he had concerns over his safety.
Did Raphael get rid of Andrew so he wouldn't testify? Or was Andrew lying the entire time and was just trying to pin the murder on Raphael?
That created some kind of a hole in the case of vacuum. he did, maybe he didn't. The defense uses the opportunity to put Raphael on the stand in his own defense. He sticks to his story, insisting Andrews was the one that shot James Blanco.
The nag I see.
Eliminate the VIP before they reach the exfil chopper. Hostiles spy plane is still exfiltrated.
Where's that spy What's that spy planet?
So when Raphael decided that he couldn't shoot James, Andrew stepped up and did it for him.
But that doesn't explain why police found gun residue.
There's a possibility that you could
Look at all that. Where are they hiding at? Oh, they're all coming in, boy. They're all coming in. They're all coming in.
But the amount that was
That ain't
too
alright.
high to make that story not very probable.
Well, why are you treating like a little bitch, dude?
Oh.
Oh, shit, almost died right there. Down two.
Wow.
The jury basically...
Oh, he can't see the drop. You see from behind me?
Who actually committed the murder. However, that
Switching sides.
To go there with a gun, with the plan to shoot Mr. Blanco.
Right.
That's, you can't get around that.
He doesn't understand. You don't have to pull the trigger to be convicted of first-degree murder. And he lays out every
I'm gonna throw a random grenade until I get a kill. I got like 2 down. I never killed him. What's his name?
You finally got the, you know, the bird and
Trying to put the mic down.
it was really cracking the
Well, I can hit this dude like twice.
his face was crying.
Oh my god.
Although I felt personally that the sentence should have been more severe. I mean, it was premeditated murder.
I killed him.
If the jury was able to determine
I'm used to Covington boy.
that Raphael was the actual shooter,
Oh, I wanted to drop it. You said I needed it. There is the problem.
That young man
There's not just one family screaming. People in our family is screaming. There's not one, there's 2 mothers crying. And so it's just such a tragic thing that it's one bad decision on one day.
Eliminate the VIP before they reach the exfil chopper.
God damn. They're gonna go for B, boy. Trying to go for A. No, they're going for B, boy. Yeah, exactly. They're gonna pull faster, boy.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
Oh, fuck.
And I'll talk. I'll know. He left his family. He left his fellow workers.
What the? I got hit by a grenade, boy. Oh.
I believe he loves me. As a father figure, I left him as a son. And
No, they're two over here.
plans for him. He was everything to me. I wrote that for Raphael.
God damn it.
I couldn't stop.
Damn it, Billy. I see it. What is that?
But I want to tell you, I don't want to feel like that no more from you. I want to forgive you.
Guy left the coke in the bag.
It's down to you.
I like
Make the
it.
agency proud. VIP attempting exfil from Alpha. Take him out.
I wonder if you can hear them going off the road.
Mission is a bust. VIP is lots to discuss about that one. RTP, CIA.
They destroyed us. Pull us out.
All I gotta say that.
What was that? That was... Nah, someone... Nah. That don't make sense.
His favorite instrument seems to have been the piano, which had been a gift from his grandmother.
It was 100 years old. Apparently this was something he played regularly and often and was very good.
But in 2006, at the age of 15, his life changed forever when his father suddenly died.
T-Ball certainly took on the role of the father figure, but due to his young age, his mother was like him to meet and pay for the family to live in Hungary.
Tibble was the everything he applied something in 2008, but unfortunately turned out.
He was planning to apply to university next year to have a second go. In the meantime, Tibor decided to move to London to find work.
So I think London offered him a fresh start in a big city somewhere in Europe. He could come to the UK, he could earn a bit more money than he could earn at home.
Switching rally points.
And in August of 2010, 19-year-old Tibor got his big break.
He had managed to get a job at the Radisson Edwardian Hotel, which is a
VIP until the exfil.
It was where, travellers would stay or business people would stop in before going to the airport.
It seemed Tibble really loved his job, and he quickly made friends with all of the staff. It seemed like everybody loved him.
By all accounts, to look for himself into his work, he was very good at it. He was well respected as a colleague. One of the friends Tibor made was 20-year-old Alice Adams.
Alice was the local girl who lived with her family in Buckinghamshire. It seemed that she and Tibble bonded over their love for music.
She had an arts background. A very entertaining personality.
Alice was like
Alice's aunt was due to get married later that month in Hawaii.
Her sister, this guy, it was all booked and ready to go, and she was saying to by her enthusiasm, and since she
No! What the heck was I doing? Holy crap.
But as much as he enjoyed London, Tibor was determined to return to Budapest.
Nah, that wasn't it. It was a whole crap ton. Dang. That sucks. That sucks.
On August 30th, 2011, but the long-anticipated family reunion
Eliminate the VIP before they reach the exfil
3
chopper.
weeks before he was supposed to leave, Tibor and Alice have both been found murdered. Police have no idea why.
They were
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
and the scene was as baffling as it was gruesome. There was a murderer in
VIP attempting to exfil for Bravo. Take him out.
Wow.
The crime scene reveals the disturbing painting.
Possibly some is up
You've got some explaining to do.
I went to school.
He seemed very excited about it. We walked in with my shop. Search continues for a 7-year-old
We didn't get so bad. We didn't go that bad. Can't make this stuff up. It was crazy.
Tomorrow at 10 on HLA.
Quite a new laxative that's both gentle and fast.
Great tasting Dog-O-Lag soft juice works naturally with the water in your body in as little as 30 minutes. puts you comfortably in control. New Dr. Soft Juice.
Look, Reno, someone out there needs help customizing their car insurance with Liberty Mutual, so they only pay for what they need. Only pay for what you need.
Hi, my name is Sam Davis, and I'm going to tell you about exciting plans available to anyone with Medicare. Many plans provide broad coverage and still may save you money on monthly premiums and prescription drugs. These are affordable all-in-one plans that cover Medicare Parts A, B, and D. They help pay for hospital stays and emergency care, doctor visits, and they also include prescription drug coverage. In fact, in 2019, Humana Medicare Advantage prescription drug plan members saved an estimated $7,800 on average on their prescription costs. Could you save on prescriptions? Find out by calling and speaking with a licensed Humana sales agent today. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits, but you have to meet a deductible for each, and then you're still responsible for 20% of the cost. Next, let's look at a Medicare supplement plan. As you can see, they cover the same things as Original Medicare, and they also cover your Medicare deductibles and co-insurance, but they often have higher monthly premiums and no prescription drug coverage. If you want Part D drug coverage with a Medicare supplement plan or Original Medicare, it likely means extra premium.
Oh no.
Let's take a look at Humana's Medicare Advantage plan.
Okay, let's do it.
With a Humana Medicare plan, doctor office
what?
and Medicare deductibles are covered. And of course,
Here, spot point.
Medicare Advantage plans include prescription drug coverage. And you may be able to save on dental and vision expenses because coverage is now included with most Humana Medicare Advantage plans. Ready to learn more? Call the number on your screen for this free decision guide, which takes the mystery out of the decision guide. There's no obligation.
You're under fire. Find your protection detail.
If you want the facts about Medicare, call right now.
Fall back to your team.
With most Humana plans, you're covered when you go to the doctor, the specialist, or the hospital. You get coverage for patients, even when you're traveling. You're covered for many preventive things, like annual mammograms and prostate exams. Most plans include dental and vision coverage. And you get telehealth coverage with $0 copay. Humana has a large
Switching
network
rally
of doctors
points.
and hospitals. And remember, most Humana Medicare Advantage plans include the Silver Sneakers Fitness program at no additional cost. You get all this coverage for as low as a $0
Eliminate the VIP before they reach the exfil chopper.
There is no obligation, so call the number on your screen to get our free decision guide. Licensed Humana sales agents are standing by, so call now. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
London police are investigating the brutal murders of two hotel employees, 20-year-old Igor Voss and his friend Alice Adams.
3 of the workers down for the 3 p.m. shift did not turn up. Eventually, the police kicked in the door.
They've been found stabbed to death in Tibor's apartment behind the hotel when they failed to sharply work. They're not only looking at two extremely violent murders, but a real person as well.
The VIP is commencing exfil at 8. Don't let them escape.
To restrict anybody else having access.
When homicide detectives arrive, they bring a full
Wasted them.
with them to go over the crime scene, looking for evidence.
You're trying to...
Oh, I was trying to kill the VIP. Dang.
There are no signs of the third missing employee. There's also no sign of forced entry, and it doesn't look like anything was stolen. In fact, it appears there had been a wild party going on the night before.
There was evidence of alcohol consumption, and there was drug paraphernalia around the flat.
Police found remnants of hoppers, which are essentially a sort of loosening drug that you sniff. They tend to sort of diminish sleep inhibition.
Escort the VIP to the exfil chopper.
Investigators don't yet know if the drugs have anything to do with the murders, but it seems possible, given the extreme violence involved.
Your 22 seconds to both distract and panic.
That indicated a lot of anger, a lot of passion. And that tells detectives this wasn't just some random attack. Whoever did this likely knew Alice, and the position they found her body in strengthened that assumption.
She was covered with blood, and her face was covered with a cushion.
It could be that
VIP is exfil. Keep them alive.
if her eyes were open, he felt unnerved by that. It's very difficult to know.
Target dropped.
When investigators begin examining Tibor's body, the crime scene becomes even more disturbing.
VIP under fire. Repeat, VIP under fire.
On his back, on the bed with his...
VIP is taking fire. Keep the package safe.
Like a mannequin in the shop or something.
The pathologer observed that Tibor had been stabbed right in the heart. But he wasn't on the bed when it happened.
Switching rally points. Eliminate the VIP before they reach the exfil chopper. Enemy spy plane inbound.
She said that it didn't work to let her know that she didn't hear anything. She was just assuming that was all right.
Very, very unusual. I can only suggest that it's possibly something
VIP attempting exfil from Alpha. Take him out.
behaviour by the killer.
At 1 o'clock.
Further examination reveals several other strange
That's all, and that's all
Both
the
victims had been attacked in the same night, but there weren't any defensible. Alice had a type of trying to stop something.
What do you think?
Check down, Lisa. Get ready to redeploy.
Any trace
Switching sides.
this wasn't just for
Yeah.
There's always blood inside the threshold.
Yeah, really put in the
Protect the VIP until they exfil.
Which one would expect to find if someone heavily bloodstained had left the scene.
As deliberate as the killer seemed to have been, they had even tried to get rid of the murderer.
On initial examination of the crime scene, several bloodstains
which suggests the crime of passion. As on the other hand, you've got what happened to Tibor, which
Send ticks out.
This is quite clearly not a normal murder case. Even...
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What is this man using?
So, security footage doesn't provide any leads either. So detectives turn to Tibor and Alice's co-workers, hoping they might be able to shed some light on what happened.
They got glowing reports from both Alice and Tibor. Both were excellent members of staff. They were very punctual, good, solid, hard-working people.
Police learned that Alice had only been working for 2 weeks. She and Tibor were really close. But it wasn't a romantic thing. They just had lots of fun.
Employees say the party at Tibor's apartment.
And he got it. He got it. Ha ha. No.
Keep it going.
He was leaving London something that he was very happy with.
That sucks. He left you to die like that.
When it was time to go home, the only people left in Tibor's apartment with him were Alice and his roommate, 31.
Oh.
That's the first they
What happened? Oh.
A killer is doesn't just litigate people, he's also a manager at the hotel.
Terminate the VIP before they exfil.
Employee.
We'll go to the bank one day.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Kidnapped himself or was it
Yeah.
Coming up, the search for T-Board turns up a possible motive.
Yeah.
Bro, they're going A, because they popped their dang spy plane. See, no one wants to go A, so they're gonna go A. Dang. And
When they have tested on the road back, the spirit is restored.
VIP is
And in the end, the heroes return.
okay, I'm calling it. All operators proceed to exfil point.
Moving on target. Drop.
since he got it online.
We've been hearing about the newer and additional benefits, and we want to make sure that we're getting all of it.
With no copays, no deductibles, and no monthly premiums. That's no, as in zero.
Is it true that you don't automatically get new additional benefits?
That's right. Call now to instantly find out if you're eligible for a plan that includes additional benefits. You don't get these automatically, so call for your free no-obligation review. Just
Oh, yeah, definitely.
515 now before the deadline to
Oh,
find out if
yeah,
you're
you
eligible
know.
for additional benefits. There's no obligation.
Well, for our
Make your benefits absolutely free. Call 800-885-5115.
With a freestyle Libre 460 system, a continuous glucose monitor, you don't have to. With a painless 1-second scan, you can check your glucose with a smartphone, so you can stay in the moment. You can do it without theater sticks. Ask your doctor for a prescription. Our Libre 420 system for free. Learn more at myfreestyle.us.
Home is the place to share the ones you love. At Stanley Steamer, we love them. However you choose to celebrate the season, we're here to make sure that your home is clean and safe for the holidays.
Yes, for 18, some of them $3,000.
Michael's the great big Christmas. Celebrate holidays. All holidays.
I got a cat. Let's do it. Let's do it. What?
We know where the risks are if you're short on ideas.
We know you need gifts for friends. Family that wants to stay connected.
The VIP before they can exfil.
And we know that special someone deserves their day
Woman?
away. That's why we offer you that way you enjoy it and pay over time with 0% interest. QVC, by shoppers, for shoppers.
A bizarre crime scene. 5 couples arrested for kidnapping. 2 employees. The third is on was nowhere to be found. Making inquiries were then to trace him.
They tried calling his cell phone. Now, there's no answer, but it does have that 16 where the phone is currently located.
They could see it was taking off the cell tower in the area near the
And how much
hotel.
are they now?
They just couldn't work out where he was. There was no sign of him that he was there, but he wasn't there. It was very odd.
In the meantime, investigators continue to interview other staff members at the hotel, hoping to learn more about Attila and his relationship with Tibor and Alice.
Attila values some hundreds like Tibor, but according to those who knew, Attila's upbringing was very different.
He had an abusive childhood and then was brought up by his grandparents. Things didn't get any easier for Attila.
No! I couldn't ADS over there.
He struggled to face the fact that he was gay. And in a country where that's not necessarily approved of.
Attila faced an uphill battle living in Hungary, so he decided to make a change.
VIP is taking fire. Keep your pockets safe. The battle is won, comrades.
Guys, this is a fucking big. Guys,
In the hotel business, he had a history of working in the hospitality industry. He'd held similar jobs in the US.
Said she wanted to do his face in our food.
To visit, but then has managed to get the job working at the
VIP before they can experience.
Attila excelled at the Radisson, quickly becoming one of their most valued staff members.
He was a very successful employee. He was gay, outgoing,
Hostile spy plane established over
Customers were very, very quick to praise him. In fact, we never heard anything negative about Attila Band at all. As a reward, the hotel gave him one of their exclusive staff apartments to live in. There were only a few of these, so it was deemed to be offered to one of the apartments.
What?
That same year, Tibor Voss
What? What even killed me?
It didn't take long for the two to become friends. I think Attila had recognized
Nah, fam. Nah. That makes no sense.
Attila was 39, so Tibor probably thought of him as an older brother, someone he can do.
Attila Band took Tibor and was clearly very
Oh, guys over there healing someone. Dang.
When Alice started working at the hotel, Attila was one of the first to be out as well. He was the one who introduced her to Tibor, and it all became good friends.
Now Attila has gone missing, and since witnesses committed the crime, he seems to be the most logical suspect. Well, he would be if investigators could come up with a motive.
He got on well with both these people, both with
VIP is
Charlie
executed. Keep them alive.
and colleagues, and there's no evidence of Irish living.
VIP under fire. Repeat, VIP under fire.
No, fam. He's using that LMG. And it doesn't matter, we won.
Battle is won, comrades. But the struggle continues.
From what investigators were able to find out, two investigators broken up.
Part of the UK community has
The records also show that he and Alice had been in contact on the night of the murders.
They came on that.
They were apparently texting while she was
She said she was in bed with the manager. She also texted the table was throwing up.
Investigators don't know much about their relationship at this point, but most boyfriends often seem to have their girlfriends texting that they're in bed with another guy.
Yeah. Boyfriends show up at the apartment to take revenge.
With the phone conversations because they're jealous.
So maybe he drives over there, kills Alice, and kidnaps her for all they
Coming up, a social media post takes the case in a new direction. It was very mysterious and just sets into
Start acting. And get anti-cavity protection so that dye-free ice formula.
Take them out. Neutralized. Excellent work.
His plan worked. No way.
Switching rally points.
You work hard for it. Stretch days for it. Or Juggle life for it.
Protect the VIP until they exit.
So care for it. Look after it. Invest with the expertise of Chase Morgan, either with Insider or online through Chase. After all, it's yours. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Everything about Bombas socks is made to give. Are they stylish and colorful? Check. Do they fit anyone? Indeed. Are they comfortable? Very. Do they scream fun? Well, they're socks, so they don't have mouths. But if they did, they would. And when you give a pair, Bombas gives a pair to someone in need. 40 million pairs today. So stop stressing yourself and just get a gift made to give. Visit Bombas.com to get 20% off your first order.
Still your best friend. And now your co-pilot. Still father. But now friend. Still an electric car. Just more electrifying.
Oh, this is one cat. Not removed.
Still hard work. Just wheels. Still electric. Just more
VIP under fire. Repeat, VIP under fire.
life's journey. Just better.
This holiday, get the gold. That's your gold cap. And just for you, you can spend your gold cash on anything. Like get back to free store pickup. And with all your shop gold and gold.com.
You're in here.
What about Ross?
Eliminate the VIP before they reach the XP joker.
Using a release wet and dry cars, the #1 brand doctors trust. When a young boy has issues, we walk down to the bus stop, marathon bus, a shot, and we say her home. You can't make this up. The only person that you might like there tomorrow at 10 on HLA.
They're all going to be.
Wrapping up on our new showroom and our shop before moving day. 2020 Nissan in stock. $16,999 by the 2020 Altima SUV sending by a 2020 Rogue $16,999. Call, text, email, or come on by. Highway 11E, you can count on me to be here. GateWayNissanRetail.com.
Wildfires or pandemics, or staff.
This is what we do.
found stabbed to death in his apartment, London police have a suspect. Alice's former boyfriend has been.
His friend is obviously the suspect you would look at first of all. She's been on the phone to him a few times throughout the evening. I think once even saying she was in bed with her manager, etc.
However, lab tests from the evidence found in the apartment seem to indicate there was more going on than just a simple tryst.
Tibor and Attila's DNA was present on Alice, and also Attila Band's DNA was present on Tibor, obviously at this party. Some sexual activity had clearly taken place.
So, real evidence suggests that they partied together in this way before.
And seeing his girlfriend involved in a threesome caused Tad to fly into a jealous rage, investigators track him down to find out
He didn't come across as a cold-blooded killer. He was very distraught and said he'd been at home the whole night after talking to Alice.
He was able to provide an alibi of sorts. The last text between them was around 3:30 in the morning, so what that showed to us was that Tad Finney's phone had been at his address.
Of course, that by itself doesn't necessarily prove that he's telling the truth, or that he had his phone with him. So, they decided to follow up with a search warrant.
We checked his clothing for any signs of blood distribution, or any suggestion that he could have been at the crime scene when the killings took place.
It became clear that he was nowhere near the scene and Tad couldn't have been responsible for the murder.
But if he didn't do it, who did?
As investigators are following up on this lead, they come across new information from one of the victims.
A colleague from the hotel.
Escort the VIP to the exfil chopper.
From Attila Band.
At about 7:30 that morning, I was in a post saying, I'd like to wake up in this night.
This appeared to be an odd sentence to use. It was apparently entirely out of character. This post, with its potentially sinister connotation, didn't make sense.
The cryptic message does tell investigators one thing, however.
That Attila Band was clearly alive. That's where he was.
And if Attila's not a victim, there's only... People seem to be a little hesitant to talk about it at first, but it seems the rumor was that Attila liked Tibor a little bit too much that he had maybe rush on him.
Their co-workers say that Attila was well prepared, but he might have been going to change his mind.
And they would finish work together, and he arranged them to share the same flat.
As they spent more time together, the relationship grew, and so did Attila's feelings for Tibor.
Attila Band was what I would describe as infatuated, almost obsessed with Tibor.
The problem was that it just wasn't reciprocated. Tibor was not interested. He was interested in women.
In the months leading up to the murders, Tibor and Attila's friendship started to suffer.
Tibor didn't appreciate all that he was doing for him in supporting him at work and really taking him under his wing.
There were frequent moments when he felt the influence was sliced in by leaving him out of a conversation or a social situation.
Colleagues say that on one occasion, they even saw the two men get into a heated argument.
Tibor had arranged for a stock photograph to be taken, and on the day it was taken, Attila was not in the photograph.
He was left out of his photo, and this was more happy about that story.
And things only seemed to get worse once Tibor started becoming closer with Alice.
Attila was upset about that, clearly jealous of anybody else having a relationship with Tibor.
He wanted Tibor to be spending time with him. He got in the flat. Why was he off with this woman who just wanted it, though they'd only been at the hotel a few weeks?
Had it been enough to finally cause Attila to snap?
He just had this sort of anger festering inside him that was just ready to sort of
erupt at any moment.
And the whole thing was compounded by Tibor's intention to leave the UK. This is what we believe is motivation for the killings.
With Alice's boyfriend cleared of suspicion, Attila Van had become the prime suspect. There's just one problem.
We were still left with the indisputable fact. We just didn't know where he was.
Not only do they not know where he is, they have no idea how he managed to flee the scene without anybody seeing him.
There were a number of theories the police worked up. That maybe he was in the loft, maybe he jumped out of the window, or maybe he'd been particularly cold and calculating and stashed a clean pair of shoes outside the front door so he could have put them on after killing, made his getaway without leaving a telltale trail of blood.
We checked to see if there was any loft space or a crawl space or adjoining property that may be linked that had some form of fire escape or escape route, but all to no avail.
The trail had gone cold, but the forensics team went back to that room to check it out again.
Radiation levels are through the roof.
Coming up.
Oh, the man's practically a walking atom bomb. Oh my, not him, dude. Bro, this boss is so stupid.
About time you dropped.
Look, after you kill him, then he turns into his second boss, so...
So, the creature is still alive. It's just, well, there's two of them now. Also, you made it even more pissed off.
Oh my god, bro. Yo, you! Why is it not doing the thing, bro? Ow, dude, chill, what the? I'm going to pack a punch, bro. I need to get pack a punch like now. Yo!
Walgreens has always been there. So now we're going to so you can easily find the best, most affordable plan for you. Visit Walgreens.com/Medicare to get started. Walgreens, we make Medicare easy.
Where did the second boss go? Oh, there he is.
It's important. We walk 3 to 5 times a week.
Can you play with me? Yeah, bro. I'm just playing some solo zombies. When I lose, you can. Join me up, bro.
30 days of taking it, we noticed clarity that we didn't notice before.
Trying to get the... Let's go up top. I hate it down here. Oh, hell no. Good lies? What do you mean, lies? Not think I'm 15 or something. Okay. Oh, what the fuck?
There's like this contrast between like the way that I was thinking about.
You might think I'm a fan, but I'm close. The word tarantula? Or what? What? What word is that?
My name is Sarah, and I changed my life with
Tara. I don't even know what that is, though.
and lose the weight for good.
Attention, anyone on Medicare. The Medicare annual enrollment period is now open. You may now be eligible for additional Medicare.
It is that. Why does it look so weird?
And free home prescription.
Tarantula literally looks like the weirdest word I swear to God.
Additional benefits. And want to make sure that
Well, how was I supposed to know? I didn't know tarantula has
You could be
those
eligible
weird
for a
letters.
Medicare Advantage plan with no copays, no deductibles,
Where is it,
and
dude?
no monthly premiums. That's no. as
Oh,
in
where
no.
is it?
Is it true that you don't automatically get new additional benefits? That's right. Call now and instantly find out.
You said I'm gonna do shotgun. What do you think this is? This is not the shotgun.
You don't get these automatically, so call for your free
This is
no
the
obligation
shotgun.
review. Just call 800-885-5115 now before
This
the
is just,
deadline
I
to
literally
find out if you're eligible for additional
have the
benefits.
MP5 because I
There's
want the
no obligation to
MP5.
enroll.
This
The
is
call
the
and Medicare benefits review are absolutely free. Call 800-885-5115. That's 800-885-5115.
Literally like the best player in the game. So.
Capital One to the max. Return to the speed of the maximum.
You can also upgrade first and stuff.
Closed captioning brought to you by TheraWorks Relief. Prevent and relieve muscle cramps.
Muscle cramps or muscle spasms. TheraWorks Relief. Advocates tell me every day TheraWorks Relief works.
Get TheraWorks Relief today. In stores everywhere.
It has been 2 days since the investigation.
Undead enemy KIA.
How was that? Beginner?
Yo, we got level 10 Sean.
What?
Suspects found at once. He was jealous roommates until abandoned. But he is nowhere to be found. It is as if they said
Raptor 1 has an exfil window open, strike team. Call it in if you need to bug out.
London police returned to the crime scene.
See, this is the extraction. I'm not gonna do it now because I'll die, but
So the police went back for another look to see what they might have missed.
that is the extraction.
They saw that the door to the bedroom
Extraction's really hard, bro.
had been left open. It was now closed. It was very apparent that things had been moved around.
I need 15k for the next backup line.
Had medication been moved.
Oh, I'm gonna.
They could have absolutely noticed someone had broken into a crime scene. That was probably their biggest fear.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what? You good at this game? Nah, I suck. Shotgun's only OP in the early rounds, bro. Later on.
Frag that bag of guts.
Well, I have like 1,000 hours on Call of Duty World at War Zombies. 1,300 or something. So I like only play zombies because you can do modded stuff. What's my username? Do you have the game on Battle.net? Oh my gosh. If you have the game on Battle.net, I'll just give you my Battle.net.
Realised that the man in the crime scene wasn't indeed a suspect until a van. He was arrested straight away. But due to his injuries, he was taken straight.
Undead enemy KIA.
With the crime scene sealed off for the past 2 days.
Yo, we got level 10 shotgun, bruh. Finally.
This must have just been so baffling for the investigators.
All the way up to like round, what round? Round 4. So it's still only a 2-hit for round 3.
Infected target removed.
The mystery stumped investigators until one of them notices a small detail in the bedroom. Looking at the sheets and the blood on it, they realised that there'd been a cut in the side of the divan bed. They lifted the bed up.
They find a space there just large enough for one person, and they realise that Attila didn't break in. He's been there the whole time.
Attila has essentially carved a hole in the divan underneath the bed and has been hiding there since the morning.
This is the same bed on which Tigger Bass's body had been found.
He had not left the premises at all, and whilst investigating beyond the
Oh my god, dude.
police are dumbfounded. The entire time they were conducting their investigation, the killer had been breaking into their rooms.
Oh my god, bro. What?
They cut out a section of the
How did I get down in one hit?
holes, if you like, in order to appear
Game trash, bro.
In my 14 years of dealing with murder investigations, I've never seen anything of the like.
I need to leave this dude.
Crazy.
But he'd actually taken
Okay, but how do we leave him? I got no clue.
and a knife and his mobile phone to keep him going.
You guys.
But it seems to
Get him? Hey.
from the hospital.
Bro, he just started up. Oh my.
To find out what happened. Unfortunately, he's not talking.
The officers interviewing Van.
The new this speed cola sucks in this game, though.
Detectives aren't sure whether this is just another deception or an indication of his mental state.
He just
murdered his two closest friends, so it's
Got a new-
possible
Upgrade my gun to blue.
breakdown, but at that point, there is no question that he did it.
The Taliban was eventually charged with...
How much points? We need 4,000 more points for the next.
And up to that point, he continued to say nothing.
Attila kept his silence up for several weeks before he finally comes clean about what
I
happened.
started pressing regarding bro.
He told them about the party particular and how it was supposed to be a special party for him, and it
Who's Albert? That's his brother, apparently.
spice up the celebration.
He explained
They're on the same account, though.
Attila claims that he doesn't remember anything after that.
Your name's Red Caustic? Acoustic? Okay, bro. No, the max ammo, dude.
Coming up, Attila band faces trial for the murders of Igor Voss and Alice Adams.
I bet, bro. I'm just waiting to get the... Yep. I'll just try and extract it the next time I can, so like round 16 I think. I just still left, dude.
Masters of chemical engineering. You're technically a genius. It appears you're quite the investor.
I wonder if my
I
food
like the
gets
trade. Well, TD Ameritrade has pros ready and doing out, say, talking
Dude, every time the punch is damage goes up to double rocky. It's that's insane.
I'm sorry.
So max parachute punch with this gun is gonna do like 3,000.